We're battling outside. Remember how it all works, right? Once you get badges from all the gyms, you get to throw down against the strongest Pokemon trainers around. Yes, you must face the Pokemon League. It's, you know, it's like, you know, you got the gyms, you got the Pokemon League. You can't have, you know, gyms without it. Pokemon Sun and Moon, you know, they tricked you. They're like, we don't have gyms, we have island challenges that function instead. In fact, I don't think you even face the people who give you the challenges more often than not. You really just face the island leader or wherever at the end. You do eventually get to, you know, face everyone, but for the most part, it doesn't end up in that situation. But then at the very end, it's like, ta-da! We're starting up our own Pokemon League now. It's like, okay. Thought we were going again without the Pokemon League, but we gotta have the Pokemon League. Oh yeah, spoilers for Pokemon Sun and Moon if you haven't played that. And you're like, you tell me they make a Pokemon League? Ah, nah, I thought it was gonna be fresh. It's located to the northwest of Mexicosa. The Pokemon League is where trainers are reborn as champions. The greatest honor that they might dream of. Collecting 8 gym badges sets you up to take the champion assessment. If you can face the challenge of the final examiner and win, you'll become a champion. So it makes you wonder, you got all these regions, is there anyone within the Pokemon lore that has beaten every single Pokemon league? Like, rise above everyone, traveled to every region, cleared all the gyms, became champion in every single region. I mean, how does it work actually? Because, you know, in some regions, you know, if you're the champion, you gotta be defeated for someone else to become a champion. So, you know, if someone actually did that, would they be disqualified? It's like, you've left the region for another region to clear their Pokemon League. So, you know, the championship gets made vacant. Maybe that would be how it would work. It's like, hey, I'm champion, but, you know, someone else could be champion. I'm just here for the achievement of it all. See? It's like, mountain climbing where they have, like, you know, oh, you gotta climb. It's not just about Everest, man. It's about all the highest peaks, you know? Maybe the highest peak on every continent, even, you know? Challenges like that. Except it's, you know, clearing all of the Pokemon leagues. Face the final challenge of the champion. Just imagine how that moment would feel. Try getting into that champion mindset. Now, set your sights on searching that big important stage and let's battle. Be gentle. Excuse me one moment. I believe Emily May's Pokemon may still be a little fatigued. Thank you for noticing. I was wondering, like, those rice balls were probably for us, not for our Pokemon, so we can get healed. Sorry, I got a little caught up in my battle. Well, you should be all in great shape now, thanks to Le Primera. Okay, Emily May, time to put our game faces back on. Let's have another fruitful battle. No battle zone needed, we're just gonna battle in the middle of the city. Town. She's just going to be in the background watching as Delbert watches on. He's like, I've delivered news of this to whoever. Well, you know, maybe that's it. Delbert, you know. In the world of Pokemon where humans are, Delbert's in charge of the mail. But, you know, in the world of Pokemon where the Pokemon, you know, don't have to deal with the humans, Flipper delivers the mail. Like Panrock is part rock type, right? I know the Primera is watching, but no need to get worked up. Just stay cool. Is this the lineup because, you know, you want to pick on the normal type one, or would this battle happen regardless once we get to, like, wherever gym we happen to clear at this point? You'd show up with her, and would you have a different lineup of Pokemon depending on where we're at? And the level scaling and all that as well. I tricked you. Oh god, you're fast. Flower tricked you. Oh, that was a good one. Your move really had some zing to this. Whoa, critical hit right when it counts. That's on your side for sure. You have to make some note of that, so that's interesting. It's just like an NPC that actually acknowledges, wow, that was actually a pretty great sprite. Goomy. Goomy, 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 goomy. Goomy, 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 goomy. I can't remember what that Pokemon is. Is it the dragon one I'm thinking of? Is it a dragon type? I'm not 100% sure. Because I might be thinking of the wrong Pokemon. We'll soon see. Yep, it is Dragon type. We don't really have anything to work with Dragon type virus. But I will Lumina crush you! Crash you! Ha ha ha! Palmo. I forget what type in Palmo is. Because it looks like a fire type, but I'm not sure it actually is a fire type. Nonetheless, I'm sending out Dreadnought. It turns out to be a fighting type, this is a bad idea. But I'm taking my chances. Okay, I chose Polly, I guess. Okay, now we know Rock and Darkness not effective. How about a counter? Oh, it's electric type. Is it electric type? This one always keeps throwing me off. Isn't it the first time we encounter it, she uses this Pokemon? I think it was its pre-evolve form, but still. You know, she put in Terra form, so that's a different type. So actually we're at a disadvantage here, if anything. So if he was a part ground type, this would work perfect. Tauros, you're up. Oh, I saw that. That psychic type move was super effective. So I guess it is a fighting type as well. I guess it's fighting electric type. Zen! Bring out your starter. Quaquaval? Starter to starter. Haha, wow, yes. In this Primera, I'm getting back right into it for me. You haven't even defeated a single one of my Pokemon. Not the dragon. It seems we are at equal heights, it would appear. Are you doing some kind of mating dance? Because I'm not interested. In fact, I'm so uninterested, I'm going to be overkill with you. The power of flowers, grass. Time to terrestrialize. Watch, I'm gonna make the Primera's eyes light up. Your Terraform against my Terraform. It all comes down to who hits first. I mean, if I hit first, it's game over for you, probably. If you hit first, the battle probably still continues. Or it continue on if you hit first. But I get hit first. My Terraform, my flower tree, my one hits. It's kind of neat that she took, you know, the Pokemon that are weak against our starter, though she obviously wanted to have a bit of a challenge. She could have gone with the Fire type, but she specifically chose the Water type. She knew what she was doing, she's a champion before. She wanted a bit of an extra challenge, so she handicapped herself. People are gonna start paying more and more attention to you, I just know. Your subscriber count will go up by maybe 1. What are you doing down there, cat? Amazing display of talent, even against one as skilled as Champion Nemona. I mean, we basically didn't lose a single Pokemon in that battle. None of them got knocked out. That was a splendid match. I enjoyed watching very much. Now even Leia Primera thinks you're one to watch. You got so much potential. Where you're going, I better watch my back. You know, since the first time we met, I've been weirdly sure of one thing. You're gonna become a champion, no doubt about it, Anthony. The rest of these gyms, you can take them 100% no problem. I agree, in fact you should take this, consider it an investment in your future. Tera Blast. What does that do? Used as terrestrialized, it unleashes energy of its Tera type. Oh, that's neat, I guess. I mean, if, you know, the next game after this doesn't have the terraform thing, would this TM even make sense to have? It's like, you can't use terraform Pokemon after this one, because we keep introducing new gimmicks, but maybe don't include the gimmicks in the next game over. I mean, they have ultimate forms and all that at some point, but we haven't really encountered the equipment for that. But they're probably in the game, I imagine. If a Pokemon uses that move while terrestrialized, the move's type will change to the Tera type of the Pokemon. One day, Emily May, you and me are gonna have the greatest battle of all. I know it. I'm gonna go trade up, even more than I already have. She shows you such support and friendship, or perhaps she hopes you truly might rival her. No, I think it's no mere hope. She seems to have complete faith that you will catch up to her. We've already surpassed her, but I guess because she's champion before, it's like, you know what, this isn't even the team I used to become champion. I started off from scratch. If I took you on with my Pokemon from the start, I would have kicked you to the curb. At any rate, allow me to return you to the gym where I found you. What is it, like the lost and found? It's like, we don't know who her parents are, we don't know where her home is. Can you point her in the right direction? Congratulations, you're now certified permanently. I wonder where he's probably busy in the office. Doing office work stuff, like filing papers. Putting in data. Actually, he's the one. He works at. He's collecting data on everyone. New classes are available to take. Well, that's good because I'm thinking of going back to the academy. Like I said, because we haven't been back there in forever. But before that, let's once again visit the eatery and see if that special menu is a regular thing we can actually have now, or if it's only for the gym challenge. Kind of think of it, we didn't even get to freaking try. Didn't you see that? That was dark for a second. It's like, who turned out the lights? It's like, sorry, we have a bit of problem with electricity. It's like an electric Pokemon, you know, they like to play around the electric box. It can be a bit problematic, you know. But Larry's clearly not here now. So what about that secret thing? And regular matters. It doesn't look like we actually get to have this secret menu item. What's up with that? We'll have some bitter melon stir fry. You give us the impression that this is going to be an item we can actually have to change our, you know, terraform, but then it's only part of the gym challenge. There's gotta be something to it. It's like, oh, I didn't know that one at first, but that one was great. It was very bitter. Well, you know, like how Larry had to go back to work, I guess we gotta go back to school, because that's our form of work at the moment, isn't it? Can you imagine if you could get a part-time job or something in the world of Pokemon? I mean, one thing they could do is like a, you know, a delivery service. You know, you run into delivery men and all that. Like, why not? You know? Whoop. Sorry, didn't see you there. Sorry to disturb your nap there, Meowth. I've already put a Meowth, so I'm not interested. Oh, Persian, his mother is behind us. Or its father. One of you. Vigoroth. Are you aggressive? It's like, no, but I am clumsy. I'm sorry, I bumped into you. I'll make a U-turn. And Tauros, you go play with Vigoroth while I try to catch them. You're always reliable after all. Except in the times you get knocked out. Persian is watching on as we get swiped 3 times. Yeah, Vigoroth is an evolved Pokemon after all, he's not gonna go in there. We don't have to battle Vigoroth. Vigoroth, I don't want to knock you down any further health-wise because I'll probably knock you out. What are my options here? I can just use Assurance, I guess. That one's not strong. I specifically keep it around because it's not super strong. That is my sole reason for keeping that move in. Just now realized I could have sent a Venom off to, you know, inflict it with paralysis, you know, but didn't matter in the end. We got some fur! Vigoroth that has been added to the pokedex. Wild monkey Pokemon. It is always hungry because it won't stop rampaging. Even while it is eating, it can't keep still. So it's basically, you know, monkey and primate. Which, you know, it's kind of funny, really. It evolved from frickin' Slack off. It's like, okay, so this is how the evolution works. It's like, I can't be bothered to do anything at all. To, I'm hungry, I'm gonna rampage. And then after that rampage and eating all that, like, oh, I'm kind of fat and a bit tired, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna be lying down the whole time in this pose, you know. Draw me like one of your French Pokemon girls, you know, when it evolves into Slacky. It's like it's only in the middle of its life where it has any energy. The early life and the late life, it's very lazy. Size is 4.7 and it weighs 102.5 pounds. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Pokedex, didn't I? I was gonna check for something. But I can't even remember what it was that I was gonna check. Oh, that's the fully evolved form. What typing is it? It doesn't say on that, does it? Oh wait, yeah, there's electric slide inside. Still kind of wild how we got a Houndoom but not a Houndour. Quite strange. What's his evolution look like? That can't be found in the wild, evidently. Oh, how about Sunflower? Where's Sunflower? Oh, that makes sense why we haven't found it yet then. Kinda weird, you know, that freaking one town has all those sunflowers, but Sunflower doesn't live in the area. It's like, why I oughta take a nap. Ooh, slacking can be found in the wilds. Interesting. The evolution cannot. What on earth is that? Its habitat is unknown. And it's right after Primate, so... Does this mean there is another evolution added to Primate? I will meditate on that. What a surprise. I mean, is it a new evolution added in this game? Did Primate get a new evolution, or is it like a mega evolution where it counts to the Pokedex entry? I don't know. It's like, you know, I skipped Gen 5 and 6, came back for Gen 7, skipped Gen 8, so I don't know what gen this one originates in. They're found up north. This one's found in some places up north, but south too, and in the middle. Yeah, he does. He has an evolution that is just a slightly bigger Dunsparce. What's up with that? It just grows another, you know, bit of its body and becomes a bit bigger. And adds like something to its tail, and that's it. Gotta be the most underwhelming evolution ever. And you've got to evolve your Dunsparce in order to obtain this Chad form. The question is, how do you evolve Dunsparce? Is it like some stupid requirement that would require online stuff? Because if so, we will never be able to obtain this Pokemon. Because I don't have the online subscription shit. It's like, wow! Look at the sky! You can't look at the sky because this image isn't looking at the sky. Wait. This is one you can only obtain in the yellow version. And since I can't trade in these stupid games because you need the subscription, we will never be able to obtain them. That is some serious bullshit. Cypher! Of course they wouldn't add Scizor to the frickin' wild, would they? Gotta evolve it by trading. I hate those type of evolutions so much. It's like, it's such a contradiction, you know? It's like, oh, Pokemon, you know, building bonds and all that. But if you want your Pokemon to evolve, you gotta basically give it away and hope they give it back. Because you're not freaking gonna get that evolution otherwise. Stupid. What the hell happens in that evolution there? What the fuck is... What is that? I'm an imp. They break into people's houses and steal things. Then they evolve into Super Dip. Where we haven't, I guess because we haven't technically battled its pre-evolved form. That's why it doesn't show it properly. Okay, phalanx, get into the phallic position. Spirit Tome, I think that one is, right? Well, how the hell do we get Spirit Tome? Is it similar to freaking Legends Arceus? It's like, you only get the one, and you gotta do a insane side quest for it. Or is this another case where it's like, no, actually, exclusive to the other version? Which, if it's the case, that's freaking dumb. What even is that? Vending machines have no power against this. What on earth is that? Well, we're gonna probably encounter it because, you know, after we spend some time at the academy, you know, we'll be heading up the mountain to, you know, take on the Ghost Gym, I think will be the next one. Ah, they're another one that's exclusive to the other version, aren't they? Son of a bitch. It's like we get this one in this version. It's like, hey Wingull, nice to see you. You can't see the other Pokemon that's right before mine because it's exclusive to the other game, which means you can't obtain it because you need a subscription to be able to trade for it. You know, you could also do it offline, but you need, you know, a second Switch and, you know, that version of the game. And I don't know anyone that actually owns the other version of the game in person that I could actually do that. Meanwhile, this whole time there's been Pokemon running around us. Or at the very least looking at us with puzzled amazement that we're standing still, staring at our phone. Well, that's not really surprising, really, is it? Of course, you can't find Dragon Knight in the wild. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it is in the island area as well. That's where we got this one. We found it out of its element though, because it was not a very cold place that we found them in. It's that dragon Pokemon thing. I think it is anyway. The loser. And maybe it's evolved form. I don't know, I've never heard this Pokemon before. What the hell is that thing? Of course it doesn't have a habitat, man. But this implies we can catch an Iron Tread, so... Wait a minute. You know where that question mark is? Isn't that the Area 0 or whatever it's called? And it's hinted at that this thing came from that area? So I assume when we eventually get access to that, even though they say it's off limits, it's inevitable we will eventually get to access that area. I suppose that will be where you'll be able to catch this Pokemon. Is that Delibird? If it's Delibird, why is this habitat unknown? That doesn't make sense. Who knows, maybe it was on Delibird. Oh, I can also claim a reward. Have I caught this variant of this Pokemon? I don't think I have. But you know, the rules are that I don't catch a Pokemon if it's with its friends and family or whatever. Meanwhile, look at Oinkologne or whatever it's called in the background there. It's like, I'm just observing. I'll charge you if you think about trying to catch any of these Pokemon. Anyways, let's first of all, let's get that reward. How do we claim the reward again? There we go. 120 volumes, 10 quick balls. Oh, and also 130. So take this Dusk Stone. Nice. How about we evaluate this? Train Pokemon with all trainers can also help you build the pokedex. Shame you can't do that. In surprise trades, you can trade players from all over the world. Yeah, if you have the frickin' stupid subscription. Interruption? As I said, you know. It sucks. It's like Sun and Moon. All you needed was to sign up for some bullshit without paying, and you're good to go. You can trade with anyone in the world. For this game, it's like, nope, you need the freaking Nintendo exclusive sign up bullshit subscription service to be able to do something that honestly should just be part of the game. Wait a minute. Eevee! We've not caught any Eevee. We've barely seen any Eevees. I'm not even going to attack it, I'm just going to throw balls at this. Didn't work out that well. That's not much bite to it, is there? Ah. I feel like if I hit this Eevee with any attack, it will do way too much damage. I mean, maybe Tauros using Assurance wouldn't knock it out, but I can't be fully assured of that. If this one fails, I will send out Tauros. Okay, it's Tauros time. Intimidate the Eevee into the Pokemon. Good God, it still does a lot of damage. Now if this Pokeball fit doesn't work, I'm gonna... Yeah, it works. I was gonna throw maybe an Ultra Ball instead. Because I was like, maybe we could evolve this Eevee into Jolteon so we have an electric type we can, you know, call in if need be. Eevee's data has been added to the Pokedex. Evolution Pokemon. Its genetic code is irregular. It may mutate if it is exposed to radiation from element stones. You tell me these freaking evolution stones have radiation and people just carry them around? That's insane. Height 1 weighs 14.3 pounds. Wait, what's that? There's Ditto in the area? Where are the Dittos? Dittos. I've caught that Pokemon before, haven't I? I think anyway, unless it's just a similar looking Pokemon. We haven't caught that Pokemon over there, but it's got a family. Oh shit, there's an Electrode. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Oh gosh. That's terrible. Trouble is we don't really have, like, we are kind of heavily exposed when it comes to electric types now that I'm looking at my team. We've just really not got the greatest deal when it comes to that. We kind of would be screwed facing an electric type at all. Which, you know, if Iono had been stronger than she was, you know, we would have been screwed once we got to that gym. Can you tell me where to go while we're at? You know, point me in the same direction you always do. Yeah, the lair of the dragon. Is our Electrode still around? Persian. Yeah, that Electrode seems to have despawned. So what shall we do? Should we just head back to Messagoza, or should we try to catch that Persian up there? Where shall I ask this Persian for an interview? Hi Persian, do you remember that there was an empire called the Persian Empire or something? Were you its leader? Persian? Persian has an aversion to us. You don't want an interview? No interview? It's like we don't even exist to them. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I would catch you, but you know, since you're not being aggressive, you know, I'm just gonna leave you be for now. We'll catch a Persian some other day. Oh, nope. Well, no, 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 no. So back to Messagoza for the first time in a long time. Maybe we should also say hi to our mom while we're in the area. You just know that Nemona's gonna be in the classes, even though she's out doing the same thing we do. It's like they just completely act like we regularly attend classes while also going out there in the world doing our own thing. So I actually use the computer that I can't use. Oh, biology lab, we haven't been there, have we? I mean, how many parts ago was it? I think it was like part 10 once we left school, or somewhere around there. Let's see, we're seeing how big our Pokemon are. We heard there's something in somewhere in the city who loves seeing Pokemon that are really big or small. Wow, even though they're the same species, some of the Pokemon of the same species can be all sorts of disasters. I mean, was that always a thing where they had different weights and all that? It's just you couldn't visually see it in the older games? Or were they all just at the same default weight and height? So cute! Look at this chubby little guy. Pikachu's just cute. Remember when Pikachu used to be fat? Remember that one Pokemon card? Remember that Pikachu plushie? Only 90s kids remember that. I remember that card, and I remember that plushie, you know, that big fat Pikachu, where you press it and it's like, Pikachu, and all that. I think I still got it somewhere. Let's say Pikachu look different depending on their gender. I still have that fat Pikachu card as well, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know what the difference is. I think it's to do with the tails. What I mean, I don't think Pikachu was like that originally. We didn't have the sex difference, I don't think, early on. What's this? Ah, hello. Have you gotten used to things here as you got there today? I mean, I barely come here. Great, glad to see you're having fun. Sorry, I don't look at you, while talking. It's, it's like me. I am bad at, talking to people and keeping eye contact. But I feel like this might just be glitched. Oh, have you been using the pokedex app? I'm the one who made it today. So are you the one who evaluates it as well? Every time someone uses the app to catch a Pokemon, the data gets sent to me. Just the Pokedex entry, right? That's the only data you're gathering. It's really helping with my Pokemon research. So be sure to catch any new Pokemon you find and work on filling in your Pokedex. For your first goal, let's aim for, say, 30. There's the 30 Pokemon. Were you the Professor Oak of this game? We come here to tell you. I mean, it's so, weird. It's like every game has, like, a distinct professor. Granted, most of them aren't really all that memorable outside of, Professor Oak, for the most part. But, this guy is so, in the background, we wouldn't even realize that he's the professor that, evaluates Pokedex. I thought it was going to be Professor Turo, but I guess it doesn't make sense. The guy isn't even here. We only, get calls from him when Rhydon gets new powers and all that. He's still in Area 0, probably. Let me know when you're done, so. Oh, I've gone way past that. I see you've already registered 30 species of Pokemon to your Pokedex. Yeah, he's supposed to be looking at us, isn't he? That's clearly got a big glitch. Wow, so you got this kind of Pokemon. This one. Oldest data. This is the best. I don't even need to look at the tattoo to know it's amazing. Ah, sorry about that. I got a little excited. I get a feeling that you're going to be a great help in my Pokemon research. Are we now? Because, if everyone else has this, surely you've already seen the entries. Here, take this. Consider it my way of saying that. So we supposed to be facing this clearly. So, along with the rewards we get from the Pokedex itself, we can come get rewards by coming to beat them in person. That we were not aware of until now. You sure are good at catching Pokemon, aren't you, Emily? For your next goal, let's aim for 100 species. Well, that's a hell of a jump. I've already met that requirement. Remember, when you find a Pokemon you've never seen before, give a Pokeball a throw. I see you've already registered 100 species of Pokemon here. Pokedex today. Just now realize he's wearing sandals. Wow, little Pokemon, big Pokemon, whoa. You have data on Pokemon of this specific size. So much data, so much to analyze. Ah, sorry about that, I got a little excited. My Pokemon research is moving forward at a great pace, thanks, friends. Here, take this, consider it a way of saying thanks. Ultra Balls. You put it in wherever that is. You're a natural at this Pokemon catching thing, aren't you, Emily? For your next goal, let's aim for 200 species. That's a hell of a jump. I know that's tall order, but keep tossing those Pokeballs and don't give up. Yeah, now he faces us. Aim to register 200 Pokemon in your species in your pokedex. Come tell me when you're done, okay? I just want to examine this thing. Can we not look at it? We're not allowed to use our phone in here because, you know, it's not fully 3D in here, so we can't actually look around. So we don't get to see what all the little details of this place has to offer. Whatever little details they actually have, of course. Can't even examine the board. Wait a minute, we have been... We've been to Saffron, right? And we've been to the Rex's office. I guess this is because it's like, okay, there's like some new dialogue in this area. So colourful, a lot of teachers you are a real colourful character design. You try to stand out. He's the Larry, you know? He's like the gym leader Larry. He's just like, he's the average Joe. It's like everyone else just has wild personalities, but Larry's just like, I'm just an everyday guy. With a tragic past. His friends, that person that day on the oil rig. Forever remembered in his nightmares of that day, of that time. Anyways, so that problem. I didn't get out to tell me this one here. You know, I've said this about school before as well, you know? You get tests, but it seems like it's more about memory than anything else. It feels like the ideal solution is to, you know, not just have the answer, not just memorize the answer, but understand the answer. But it feels like that's the way, you know, schools tend to function. It feels like it's more about memorizing the answer as opposed to understanding why the answer is that answer. It bugs me. So it's like, you know, this kid is like, teach them to understand the answer, not just give them the answer. You've got to understand why it makes that answer. I've got to put the tests together soon. Yeah, now where was my next class?